Hello and welcome to your Qigong practice for today. Today is hopefully going to be a really fun practice. We're going to play with Qigong for gardening or for gardeners. We're going to get the body really opened up and warmed up for either if you've got some tightness or stiffness after gardening, or even better, and I'm saying this because I'm doing this the day after gardening for myself. We put in a lot of our garden this weekend, did a lot of lifting and all that kind of stuff that you do when you're putting in a vegetable garden, or maybe you do flower gardening. So I would actually recommend that this is a really good one to do both before and after gardening. My Qigong routine yesterday morning was kind of my usual morning routine. I wasn't really thinking about doing gardening. So yeah, I hope I hope you're doing this actually before as well as after. So let's begin with our deep belly breathing. And so we're going to have our hands over our bellies and we're going to inhale and exhale through the nose. So inhaling through the nose, expand that belly into the hands. Nice, slow exhale. Let the belly relax back towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Let that belly soften as you exhale. Continuing at a pace that works for you. And always honoring you and your body each and every day in this practice and hopefully in all things. So we're going to warm up the upper back, neck, shoulders. We're also going to do some things for the low back, for the legs. Do a lot of squatting sometimes when you're gardening or you're bending over. So yeah, it's kind of a whole body workout. It's good for everything, but focusing on some extra little love for the gardeners in the community. Beautiful. Release that. Now we're going to bring our arms up, kind of like goalposts, and we're going to turn from side to side. We're going to open up the spine. So coming off your left heel as you turn to the right, then come back to center, bring that heel down. As you turn over to the left, come off your right heel. And continuing to breathe. Feel that nice stretch in your spine. You want to be gentle of your knees. And then we'll start to bring the arms down a bit. Fingers are pointing out now. So we were getting upper back, neck, and shoulders with the arms up. Now we're kind of getting the mid back, mid to upper. Now we're going to bring the arms down even lower, getting the low back, torso, waist. And next time we come back, we're going to plant that heel. We're going to keep both heels planted, and we're going to transition into knocking on the door of life. So keeping both feet firmly planted on the ground, knocking across the kidneys at the low back. This is great to bring some energy into your low back. Great activation for the morning too. We're waking up our adrenal glands. Same thing that coffee does, but you get to do it with knocking on your body. And then we're going to make a light fist knock just below the collarbone, waking up the lungs, getting them activated. And then we're going to open the hand and we're going to knock up over the shoulder, slightly cupped hand. Get some energy into the upper back, into the shoulders. And then come back down to the chest. And waist at the low back. And then we're going to release on our next exhale and just let those arms swing. Spread the fingers, slowing it down. Beautiful. And another nice one for really opening up the low back is we're going to do a few picking cherries. So hands up, bend those knees, and we're going to keep the legs bent. And let's inhale as we reach up. Exhale down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. It's like you're reaching that high fruit on a tree. Beautiful. One more to each side. This is also really good if you do a lot of sitting because we can get tight, really tight in the low back and the hips, and that helps open them up. And now we're going to go into spinal cord breathing. Arms back up, open that chest, look up, inhale. As you exhale, we curve through the spine. We tuck the chin and the tailbone. Forearms are towards each other, but not touching necessarily. They could. And then we inhale back up. Exhale down. Nice curve through the spine. Bringing the energy all through the spine. Bringing it down to the low back. Tucking that tailbone. And almost like a bit of a duck tail as you come up. Last one here. And then we're going to float our arms out and down to the sides. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to go into another great one for the low back. Excuse me. We're going to go into the pump. And really great for the low back. Also gets our legs warmed up. And we're going to bring our arms up. And the mechanics of the move are we bend the knees and we start to bring the arms down, all the way down. And then we keep bringing the arms out behind us. And as we do that, we straighten the legs. Then bring the arms back down as you bend the knees. And then all the way back up as you straighten the legs. And we exhale down as we exhale as we come down, as that's great for purging tightness and tension in the muscles, the mouth exhaling. So here we go. So we're pumping the legs, hence the name, the pump. It helps bring the energy into the low back. We're opening up the hips. Last one here. Come up, arms down to the sides. Beautiful. Really getting some warmth, getting the body warmed up. We're going to work a little bit more right now, specifically with the shoulders. Want nice rotation, nice openness. And this one, do honor what works for your body here. This is a full rotation and it's a bit of an energetic move. So we're going to bring the arm up, bring your left arm up, bring the hip forward with it. And the mechanics of this move are we bend the knees as we drop the arm down, and we're literally just letting go of control. Then we bring the hip back, the arm comes out behind us and up. And it's like you just drop it. And mouth exhales as you come down for this one as well. And again, always honoring your body. So if this is too much for you, don't do it, or you can even modify it. You could just bring it here and go like this. Just nice and gentle. You do what works for your body today, but if you're okay to come here, let's come here. Again, the hips coming forward and the hip comes back with the arm. One more, and then just let it drop. Now we're going to come over to the right side, arm up. So right arm forward, right hip forward, and we drop. We drop, and then the arm and hip come back together. Also, pumping action with the legs. So we're getting the legs warmed up. We're getting the knees warmed up. One more. And let that arm drop. So now we've gone forward. Now we get to go the other way. So bring your left hip forward, left arm up, and we bring it back behind you, and then the arm drops this time instead of in front, dropping it in behind. So bring your hip back, arm back, drop. Exhale down, inhale up. One more. And just let that go. Now we have to do both sides. So right arm up, let's bring it back, let right hip back. So we drop the arm behind us. Last one. Okay, up again and drop. Beautiful. Now comes the really fun part. We're going to get funner now. So one arm is going to go to the front. One arm is going to go to the back. So just to show really slowly, so left arm is going to drop to the front. Right arm is dropping to the back at the same time. So we come up. It's actually harder to do slowly in some ways. So we come up, we bring the left hip forward. So the left arm's coming, dropping into the front. Right arm coming in behind. So here we go. And doing this opposites, working both sides of the body, this actually helps to work our brains as well. So, yep, doing Qigong makes you smarter. Last one here. And I'll just let those arms swing. We got to do both sides. So arms up again. So this time, right arm forward, coming down, left arm coming down behind us. So and then we come up, and when we come up, we straighten up, and then we come back to the starting position. So right arm down in front, left arm down in behind. Then we are spiraling over to the side, come back straight, and bring that left side forward. So you always, whichever side you're working, sorry, right side forward. Whichever side you're working on, you always want this side to come back to the starting position. So we drop, up, turn, right arm is back in front again, drop. lot going on here. One arm dropping front, one at the back. We're turning on the hips and the waist. We're bending the knees as we drop. So if you feel completely discombobulated doing this, that's all good. If you're watching the recording, you can always stop, play it again. And it took me a very long time to learn this. I'm watching my teacher Lee and I'm like, what the heck is he doing? And if you're doing some sort of arm movement, shoulder movement here, then you're getting a benefit. One more. This is it right here. And just drop. Now, hopefully you feel lots of heat, some energy moving through your upper back, your neck, your shoulders. And let's go play with our legs a little bit. And wider leg stance, bending through the knees. We are going to move the body like a river. So let's just start with shifting the weight side to side, continuing to warm up the legs a little bit more. Next time you come over to the left, let's pause. And then we're going to start moving the body like a river. So we start with our hips, then our torso, then our head comes over last. So it's hips, torso, head, hips, torso, head. And we want to keep breathing. And you can be as high or as low as you are comfortable with today, whatever your body wants today. So if you want to come a little bit lower with me, come a little bit lower. Just imagine your body is like that flowing river. You're opening up through the side ribs here, warming up the legs, getting some strength into the legs. Let's slow this down. We're going to come to center. Let's straighten the legs, come over into a forward fold. Releasing the low back, upper back, neck and head. Feel that nice stretch in the back of the legs. This always feels really good on my low back. I love how it opens up and stretches through the low back. And always breathing in and out through the nose here. Expanding the belly as you breathe. Then we're going to bend the knees and we're going to slowly roll up. And we're going to put one hand over the back of the other. We're going to stretch up into a gentle back bend. Squeeze the buttocks, push the hips forward. Inhale up, and we're going to do a few full body flows. So we're going to exhale forward and down. Bend the knees. Inhale up into that gentle back bend. And continuing, exhaling down, bending the knees, and inhale as you roll up. This stretches all the major muscle groups in the body. So great if you have some tightness and tension. In my opinion, it's a fantastic warm-up. I love to do this as part of my practice daily. So if you're heading out to garden or doing any other activities, it's really nice to get your whole body warmed up and activated. It's a great stretch. This will be our last one right here. You up. Oh, fantastic. We're going to stay in this wider leg stance as we're going to get our circulation flowing. We're going to do ignite inner fire. So bringing the palms together. And what we want to do is start turning the arms, warming up through the palms. And then we're going to start to move. So let's move over towards the right. And as we do that, right elbow is out and we've turned the hands. And then we come to center. We're turning the hands over to the left. Right elbow comes over, or sorry, left elbow comes over. So we're moving from side to side as we turn those hands. One more. Let's come back to center and just notice what you notice. You might feel some heat. Your body's feeling energized. We've really moved our circulation. Let's bring our hands to our heart and let's do a couple heart to the sky breaths. So inhale. And then we exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Let's bring our legs into shoulder width. Fantastic. And let's spread our arms out to the sides, palms down towards the earth, spreading the feathers. A little more love into the shoulders, to the neck. Just breathing here. Beautiful. Let's roll the head forward on an exhale, then back up on an inhale, keeping your head on this angle. Exhale forward, inhale up. If you have some neck and shoulder tightness, feel free to do mouth exhales. Now bring the chin down to the chest, roll the head over to the opposite shoulder. Then we're going to roll the head forward and up. This will be our last one. Roll the chin down to the chest, release the arm. So we've stretched the lines of tension on the outside of the arms. We're going to do the insides by changing our arm and hand orientation. So connect the thumb, all four fingers, arms out to the side again, but this time the backs of the hands are down towards the floor. And we're going to curl the hands in at the wrist. So now we bring the ear over towards the shoulder again. And we're going to exhale forward, inhale up. And again, feel free to do mouth exhales if you have some tightness and tension in the shoulders. Just blow it out. Mouth exhales help us purge that tightness out of the muscles. Next time the chin comes forward, we're going to roll it down to the chest. Roll the head over to the other side. And let's start to roll the head again. Forward and up. And we'll release this one down to the chest and release. Beautiful. And as we move it more into the shoulders and into the arms, here's a beautiful stretch that I like, really nice and simple. So sometimes I forget about it, although all of Qigong is fairly simple. So just bringing this arm up, bring your left arm up, and then you bring it in towards your torso, back of the hand here. And we just turn it, and then turn your head the other way. And I'm going to bring, I was turning my torso. We're going to change that up. We're going to actually keep our torso still here. So bring the arm, and that's like you spiral that in, palm face away, and turn your head in the opposite direction. Feel that opening up through here. So we inhale, exhale down, turn the head. Inhale, you can look at the hand, exhale down and turn away. Inhale, exhale. Let's do one more on this side. Inhale, exhale down. Beautiful. Just release that arm. Now we have to do both sides or we're going to be lopsided. So let's go to the right. Inhale that arm up. Spiral it in. Turning your head in the opposite direction. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Beautiful. Release. Now let's give the hands a little bit of a shake here. Haven't concentrated too much at all on the hands yet. So let's just get some warmth into the hands, into the wrists. Of course, you use your hands a fair bit with gardening, so we've opened up the bigger muscles. Let's bring that warmth and circulation into the hands. Opening up the hands, the wrists, nice and slow. Then we want to pause and circle in the opposite direction. Beautiful. And let's release that. Awesome. Now we're going to interlock the fingers. Bring your right arm up. So with your fingers interlocked, I'll come forward a little bit. With your fingers interlocked, you're going to pull down with the left arm. And then we start to bring the right arm down, left arm up. Now we're pulling down this way. Feel that nice stretch. So you're pulling down with the fingers. Feel that nice stretch in your wrist. And then bringing the right arm up, stretching the opposite wrist, this lower arm. Now the wrist is going the opposite way. And we're going to turn this into a pull out. This is not always my easiest thing to do. Really opening up through the fingers, through the wrists. I can hear a little clicking going on in here. Moving out all that air. Beautiful. Next time. Now, right is up again. Now we're going to go to the left. And so now we're going to go in the opposite direction. So starting with your left arm up, now we're spiraling this way. Beautiful. Couple more. Awesome. Let's give that a rest. Now, while we've got our hands interlocked, let's just do a couple more breaths and palms face out. Stretch that out. Stretch the Stretch the upper back by tucking the chin a little bit here, opening up the back of the neck. And then we're going to turn the palms around and we're going to inhale in, opening up. Exhale, tuck that chin, press those hands out. Inhale in, exhale out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale in, palms pressed down, bring that down towards the earth, and let's release. Beautiful. Let's start to shake. So really shaking the arms, the wrists, elbows, shoulders. Let's bounce into the heels. Heels can come off the floor or stay on the floor. We're going to inhale through the nose and we're going to exhale with the sound for the liver. And that's shh. So here we go. Shh. One more. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down till you come to stillness. And just take a moment and close your eyes. Feel the energy moving. Might feel some buzzing and tingling in your hands. That's your life force energy moving and circulating in your body. Beautiful. Coming back. So we want to just check in with our stance. Legs about shoulder width apart, possibly a little bit wider, toes forward. You want soft knees, knees always bent just a little bit. Soft tailbone going down towards the ground or the floor. Crown of the head up to the sky. Chin is tucked just a little bit. It helps us to have all of that together, helps us to have a nice straight spine. And we're going to open the flow. So float the arms up on an inhale to about chest height. Weights a little bit more into the heels, and then we exhale down. Nice soft wrist and hands. Rocking a little bit towards the toes as you come down, but full foot always on the floor. So inhale up, exhaling down. Inhale, exhale. And as we've been playing with gardening, we're going to play with the element of the 5 elements. We're going to play with the element for spring, the wood element. And that's connected to the liver and the gallbladder on the right side of your ribs. Depending on what part of the world you live in. I'm in the northern hemisphere, and this is our May long weekend here in Canada. We call it Victoria Day, and that's often when in many parts of Canada where we plant our gardens. And we're going to release this one down. We're going to bring our arms around in front into low embrace the tree as we go into the wood element and our springtime element. We're going to do tree sways in the wind. So we're going to turn on the hips and the waist to the right side. And we float our hands up alongside our ribs, and then we keep them coming all the way up above the head. Fingers are pointing down towards the crown, and we turn our body back to the front. Loose wrists, loose hands, or I should say soft. And then we float the arms out and down back to this starting position. Now we're going to turn to the left. Hands come up alongside the ribs all the way above the head. Fingers pointing down towards the crown, turning to the front. And we float the arms down. So now we're going to add in the breath. So we turn, inhale up. We pause the breath as we turn to the front and we exhale down. And then we pause the breath again as we come here, down to the bottom and turn. We inhale up, pausing the breath, and we exhale down. Turning. Inhale. Exhale. So maybe as part of your gardening, maybe you're planting trees, you're planting flowers, vegetables. Just, imagine that soles of your feet have roots growing down into the earth. Torso is the trunk of the tree. Your arms are the branches. You're cultivating your life force energy with this practice. And when you do gardening, you're cultivating life energy. And if you're growing your own food, I mean, A, how does it get better than that, growing your own food to eat? And B, when you do eat food that you grow yourself, like how nourishing is that for your body? That's definitely enhancing your life force energy when you grow food that you eat, if you can do it, if you have the space, and it doesn't take a lot of space. Fantastic. We're going to do one more to each side. Releasing this down. And then we're going to bring our arms up into the posture, embrace the tree. The lower posture is low, embrace the tree, and this is simply embrace the tree. So imagine you're hugging your favorite tree, tucking your chin a bit, crown up to the sky, releasing any pressure off your shoulders. Weight a little bit more into your heels. The standing postures fortify and strengthen the energy of the element and the organs that you're playing with, that you're working with. Beautiful. We're going to start to bring our hands down and we're going to pause them right in front of the abdomen. And, with gardening, we've got to do the earth element, don't we? We're going to be playing with the earth, or perhaps you already have hands in the soil. So we're going to do the earth element that's connected with the spleen, stomach, and pancreas. So this is also great for digestion. So you can think about digesting all the food that you're planting and going to be harvesting when they're ready. So let's do pebble in the pond, palms face down. Hinging at the hips, we bend the knees and we float the arms out in front of us. Nice circle and back around, keeping our weight firmly centered into our heels. We don't want to be leaning forward, so we bend the knees and the hips. We exhale as we float the arms out. Inhale as we bring them back in. Exhale out. Inhale. This helps us cultivate emotions of feeling grounded, as in connected to the earth, feeling balanced. You know, for myself, other than when I'm using spades or shovel or my big garden fork, then I have footwear on when I'm digging things. But once I've put the bigger tools aside, if I'm simply at the point where now I get to plant the seeds and that, I'm gardening barefoot. I'm connecting with the earth. I have my hands in the soil. And the amazing part of that is the energy we receive from Mother Earth. If you have some aches and pains after you've had your feet in the soil, your hands in the soil, you ever notice how your body just simply feels better? Do two more. Beautiful. Let's float our hands up to about chest height, a little bit of softness in the elbows. Let's bring our weight into our heels, tuck that chin a bit. And this is our posture for the earth element. It's called holding the golden urn to the earth. So imagine your hands are like this golden urn picking up the beautiful yellow golden energy of the earth, and it's coming up into your hands, flowing down your arms, down your back, and into your belly, into your power center. And it's also coming up that earth energy through the soles of your feet, up your legs, and into your abdomen. Beautiful. Let's float those hands down to the sides. And we're going to pull down the sky. Let's inhale up, exhale down. Hands facing towards you. We're inhaling up and exhaling as we come down, bringing any excess energy down from the head through the heart and the solar plexus and down into the belly. This time we're going to pause, bring our hands over our bellies, bring our legs closer together as we wrap up our practice. I hope you enjoyed today's practice, and if you are a gardener, happy gardening and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye for now.